Bud is listening, I would love to fight you. I feel like I would literally beat the
The boxing world is abuzz with speculation as rumors swirl about a potential showdown between two of the sport's most talked about fighters, Terence Crawford and Ryan Garcia. Crawford, widely regarded as one of the pound-for-pound best in boxing, has allegedly expressed a desire to face Garcia in a bout that could significantly impact the boxing landscape. This comes after Garcia openly criticized Crawford, calling him overrated and challenging his records and abilities. In a recent interview, Garcia didn't hold back his thoughts on Crawford. "If Bud is listening, I would love to fight you," Garcia declared. "I feel like I would literally beat you. You're a good fighter, but I don't think you've ever fought somebody with talent, explosiveness, and power like me. In my opinion, you beat Shawn Porter. He's a great fighter, but kind of basic. Errol Spence Jr. came off a crash, or I don't think he's that good. Have you fought anybody with one-punch knockout power? No. So I feel like Bud Crawford is overrated. I'm a boxer. I'll fight him. I'll beat the out of him. I feel it in my heart, and that's it, point blank, period. And I would actually fight him. There's a difference. I would actually fight him. Now, if he doesn't want it, that's not my fault. If he doesn't think it's a match, that ain't my fault. He's not a draw. He doesn't bring anything to the table. He's boring, but I would probably give him the biggest payday of his life if he takes the fight." These bold statements have set the stage for what could be an explosive matchup. While nothing has been officially confirmed, the mere possibility of Crawford taking on Garcia has fans and analysts eagerly discussing the potential implications. The idea of Crawford, who typically fights at 147 pounds, facing Garcia, who usually competes at lighter weights, is intriguing. It suggests that both fighters might be willing to make significant adjustments to make this fight happen. Rumors suggest that the tension between Crawford and Garcia has been building for some time. Allegedly, Crawford has taken issue with some of Garcia's public comments, feeling slighted by the younger fighter's dismissive attitude. While the exact details of these remarks aren't entirely clear, what's evident is that Crawford may see this fight as more than just settling a personal score. It could be a strategic move to maintain his momentum while aiming for an even bigger prize, a lucrative bout with Canelo Alvarez. Terence Crawford is known for his patience and tactical prowess in the ring, but reports indicate he's growing frustrated with the scarcity of high-profile opponents willing to face him. A fight with Garcia could serve as a way to stay active and relevant in the ever-changing boxing landscape. According to multiple sources, Crawford is keen on keeping his name at the forefront of the sport, especially as he eyes a potential matchup with Canelo. In interviews, Crawford has commented on Garcia's recent struggles and behavior outside the ring. "Ryan Garcia, it's pretty clear that he's tangled up in some evils and demons right now," Crawford said. When asked if he tries to reach out to fighters like Garcia to offer guidance, Crawford replied, "No, not really. I don't have a relationship with him like that. That's not my place. The guys that surround him for you to call yourself a friend, a brother, to watch a man like that self-destruct. What type of friend are you? There's not one person in my camp right now that wouldn't grab me and be like, 'Hey, you're tripping.'" Garcia, for his part, has been unreserved in his critique of Crawford. "Terence Crawford, I don't think he's as good as people say he is," Garcia stated confidently. "I think I'm a better fighter, faster, stronger, and in my prime. He didn't look good in his last fight. I can fight him at 154 if he wants it." When pressed on whether he truly believes Crawford is overrated, Garcia didn't hesitate. "I do," he affirmed. "He's never lost, but I don't think he has any quality wins. I don't think he's ever fought a generational talent ever in his life." Garcia continued his critique, dismissing Crawford's victories. "Terence Crawford really hasn't beaten anybody other than Errol Spence Jr., who went through a car crash. Name one guy that he beat other than Errol Spence. Shawn Porter was washed. Who has he beat? He hasn't beaten anybody, bro. He's not going to beat anybody. Terence Crawford is all right, but he's not like that. He's overhyped. I'm sorry, somebody's got to say it. You're overhyped, bud. I'm looking at the camera right now. You suck, bro. Stop acting like you're like that. Stop stealing boxing money. You're wasting everybody's money. You're not entertaining, you're boring. Come see me in the ring if you think I'm talking nonsense. I can do it anytime. Such strong words have undoubtedly caught the attention of both fans and Crawford himself. Garcia's confidence is palpable as he positions himself as the fighter who could hand Crawford his first professional loss. I don't think he's as good as people say, Garcia reiterated. He's not like Sugar Ray Leonard or Tommy Hearns. He hasn't fought anybody that has firepower like him. When asked who would win between Crawford and rising star Jaron Boots Ennis, Garcia expressed his opinion without hesitation. I like Boots, in my opinion. I don't think Crawford could keep up with somebody that talented, young, and fast. I haven't even seen him fight somebody talented, young, and the best. Can you name him? I think Boots gets his victory, not by a lot, but I think he beats him. Amidst the back and forth, Crawford remains focused on his legacy. In a hypothetical dream match between himself and Felix Tito Trinidad at 147 pounds, Crawford was asked to share his thoughts. "Oh man, that's a great fight," he mused. "But to be honest, the way my mind works, nobody beats me." You have to have that mindset going into the ring that nobody can beat you. Trinidad is a Hall of Famer. I have tremendous respect for him. He's one of the all-time greats. But I am too, in the way I think and the way I view myself. I don't think anybody can beat me. Crawford's confidence is matched by his professionalism. When discussing Garcia's openness about his personal struggles, including smoking and drinking, Crawford offered a measured response. "He's living in his own truth," Crawford said. "He's not hiding behind closed doors or hiding in the closet about who he really is. So he's comfortable with who he is, and he accepts who he is." For him to come out and say that takes a lot of guts, because he knows a lot of people are looking up to him, a lot of people want to be him, and so forth. But it's a give and take. Some people can be disappointed in him. Some people can just say, "Okay, well, I'm dealing with the same thing that he's dealing with as a young fighter or as a young athlete, and if he can get through it, I can too." Garcia, meanwhile, is no stranger to the spotlight. He's been a rising star not just in boxing, but also across social media platforms where he has amassed a significant following. Rumor has it that Crawford isn't entirely impressed by Garcia's celebrity status and sees this as an opportunity to humble the young fighter while gaining broader mainstream appeal. A fight between Crawford and Garcia would undoubtedly capture the attention of both hardcore boxing fans and casual viewers. Despite the apparent differences in their weight classes, it's been rumored that both camps are willing to negotiate terms to make the fight happen. Allegedly, Garcia is open to fighting at 147 pounds, a significant jump from his usual fighting weight. Insiders suggest that Garcia might see this as his golden opportunity to cement his place among boxing's elite. He's been itching to prove that he's more than just a social media sensation, and taking on a seasoned and dangerous opponent like Crawford could be the perfect way to do that. However, not everyone in the boxing community is convinced that this fight would be competitive. Some believe that Garcia, despite his undeniable talent, might be overestimating his abilities by stepping into the ring with someone of Crawford's caliber. Crawford is a seasoned veteran known for dismantling opponents with his technical skill, power, and adaptability. Experts are already predicting that Garcia could be in for a challenging experience if this fight materializes. According to sources, negotiations are